Hi, this is Eva for Once Upon a Timeline, and today we're going to talk about even more new changes to the hands and fingers. Okay, now these changes have come to me on the advice of several of our commenters. I've been hearing things for the last couple days, and I've been meaning to get to this, but I'm actually kind of glad that I waited because I've had additional input. Okay, so the first person who commented on this was from Mandela Effect, Quantum Stuff, Texas Danny, who sometimes comments on my channel, and he said, look at the thumb digits. So I did, and we're talking about this digit right here, I think, is the main issue. Although I have to say that the indents here on this thumb digit are strange looking to me as well, but this last digit here looks very weird. Also, even these end digits here, the end finger digits, those look really weird. They look like little ball bearings on the end, and I have not seen that previously. Now, I have kind of noticed that some of my fingers just look more pointy on the end, especially on the thumb. I remember the thumb being fleshed out and fat, and I have noticed, and I think I've even commented on that. And this is probably why, because the phalange here, the end piece of bone, is very pointy now. And these ones also, but especially this one. Okay, so then I had another commenter, I think that was yesterday. It was Shawn, and he said his middle and pointer fingers are skewed sideways. Now this image here kind of shows it well. These fingers here, in this image, you see them coming out very straight. This is how I remember it looking and how I remember my hands looking. But here is more like what my hand is actually doing. These two digits, these two fingers are coming to the side more. And if you look at your hand, what I remember is them being more like this naturally. Now they want to come to the side. In addition to that, I've just noticed that my hands really like to close up now. They used to be comfortable like this. Now they're coming around like this. I even find myself a lot of times just resting with my hand closed like this. It's a really comfortable position now. I actually find it somewhat of an effort to keep my hand flat now. It doesn't want to do that. So I've got fingers curving to the side, and then this kind of a clutchy feeling. And both hands are the same way at the same time. So I think those are all changes. All right, here's some more images, X-ray images supposedly. These ones look kind of fat from this front, but from the side they're really thin. Look at how thin those are. They're like elf hands or something. Elf hands to go with your elf ears. Here's a drawing of it that shows these digits to me have gotten a lot more thin and stretched out. In my store, I actually do sell digits from other animals, little finger digits. I used to joke that they look like little hand. They look. You could use them in Halloween as a human digits, but now less so because these are getting so thin. Here's a close-up of the thumb one. You see this little thing here? This is what's new. This used to be just more like this for me, not like that. Okay, here's another image. They're calling that bumpy spot a tuberosity, and I have seen that word a lot lately, tuberosity, last couple of weeks especially. So what is a tuberosity? A tuberosity is a rounded prominence, especially a large prominence on a bone, usually serving for the attachment of muscles or ligaments. So these bumps are so that the muscles or ligaments can hold on better, as kind of have an area to attach. Now what's interesting about this is it's not just fingers. You see here on the arm bone there's a tuberosity there. I do not remember that little bump there. It's not really prominent yet, but I have a feeling that we're going to see more and more of these tuberosities. Now this one's an interesting, I'm not sure the pronunciation. I think this is ischial tuberosity. It could be ischial tuberosity. That might be it. A lot of us don't remember these round hole areas on the hip bone. So they're saying right here, part of that area is called ischial tuberosity. If you look over here on a half section of it, you could see that this area here is getting very kind of crenulated and bumpy. And I think that that is also what they're going to be saying is the tuberosity. It's basically a bumpy area that is designed for muscle attachment. And some of you might remember that we've seen some of this on the side of the head here, where this indent is on the side of the head. And that's where the jaw muscle attaches now. So that also might be considered somewhat of a tuberosity in there. All right, now these weird digit things aren't just in the fingers. I'm also seeing these, the end digits here being very pointy on the toes as well. And finally, I just couldn't help but add this. This is supposed to be a real malformation of a real person. I just wanted to add this in because I've been seeing so much of this lately on Google, just so many weird malformations. That not only does this person have extra fingers, but then one of the fingers has extra endpoints. There's just been so much of this. So there's just a lot of weird stuff going on. It's like the DNA is getting loosened up or something. There's just more variation, more things that aren't standard, and then a lot of changes in the old existing ones. So that's the changes for today. This is Eva signing off for Once Upon a Timeline.